Fantastic.
Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to this Series 5 Let's Play. I think we're on, was it episode 8 or something like that? I don't know, I've lost track. I didn't mean to. Anyway, things are not going well for me in this Let's Play. We are currently not growing for 7 months in a row. Apparently we've only grown a certain amount, and it's all because we're not getting enough food in. Now this is where our food comes in. We've got a petrol station here that accepts food, so I'm going to go over absolutely everything I can today to maximise this food. Now this is the line we're bringing the food in. You can see that we've got a train here that's just left delivering food. We've got a train here that's just about to deliver food. Each train has 100 tons of food. Now we need nearly 400 tons of food a month, so we need 4 trains a month. We need a lot more trains, and you can see that the trains are just lining up here at this train station. Now we've got the fishing harbour creating food, and this one's doing 220 tons of food a month with 73% transported. And then we've got the dairy doing 30 tons of food with 73% transported. And then we've got a little bit of food from this dairy down here. It's saying 0 tons of food last month, but I think that's just because it's only been supplied by 2 little dairies. Yes, it's got 1 dairy there and 1 dairy there. What's this? Oh, is this my expansion plans? Oh yes, the fishing harbour, where we was going to bring in even more fish down here. So we would actually be making a lot more food. Right, that was my plan. I totally forgot that. So we've got 3 sandbanks where we can get fish there. Any more nearby? I think that's what I was going for. Oh my goodness, this is not good. I could build that pretty quick and put that straight down there, but I'm going to plan things nicely first. So let's just expand the map out, put it onto industry mode and turn off town labels. We're going to disable all of them, but we're going to show the fishing grounds. That's it. We'll show fishing harbours. Oh, there's a fishing harbour there right next to those fishing grounds. There's more fishing grounds there, more fishing grounds there. We've got these ones near where we are, and these ones too. I think we're going to have to bring those ones in. We've already captured those ones. There's some more up there. Now it's dairy farms as well, and dairies that we need to be looking at. There's 3 over here that we might bring in. This line coming down here, what does that go to? Oil wells, and it goes down into the oil wells. It might be that we have to extend that line out. Come down here with that line so that we get these 3 dairy farms. Or actually, because those dairy farms are going to be going to this dairy here, there's no point in going all the way down there, around here and here. I think a spur coming across this water and then straight to the dairy farms would be good. And then that would be 3 more dairy farms. And then we can use the same spur to bring more fish in as well, somehow. Oh my goodness. Right, so that's a multi-drop off, and these are dedicated drop offs. We've got a row 2 track station there. We've got 2 platforms that aren't being used, and then we've got 2 separate terminus platforms there. This one's just a 6 track. So let's hook these ones in up here first. Here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is remove these signals because they're in the way, and then we're going to put this tracking going that way, and then we're going to use all our, well, we haven't got a lot of money because we spent a lot of money recently on land changes, but I should be able to afford this pyramid bridge. There we are, there's a pyramid bridge. It's called a pyramid bridge because it's made up of little tiny pyramids, and I've just named it that. And it allows you to do 2 pieces of track along here at once. There we go. nice and cheap. We only spent about, I think it was about $500,000 doing that, which is not a lot considering how much it would be to do normal amounts. Right, so we've got that going there. We're going to have to bring it up and through. There's one of the dairy. In fact, let's quickly just go to each dairy farm and put a station in so we can see where we're going. So this dairy farm, I think what we'll do is we'll put a 2-track row in there. And then there's these two down here which are too far apart to do as two separate ones. But what I'll probably do is do a shuttle. So that one does 16,000 milk, that one does 20,000, 27,000. We'll do this one, we'll do one here. So we'll put the station in. This one's going to be a 3-track to allow for the shuttle. Yep. And ideally what I want to do is then keep that height the same all the way down here. There we go. Now this bit needs to be flattened out a little bit more. Cracking. And then we get to this river. There's our diagonal track. Ideally I want to just bring that diagonally right across here, but we've got that there, so I think we'll go diagonal a bit and then maybe meet this one. What was that? Oh, a train that can't find a path to continue. Oh, that's normal. It's because the other two are just filling up. Yeah, we'll start here. We'll start here and work the other way. So we'll put that like that, and all the way to here. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. There we go. Got another train that can't find a path to continue. Is it just because the trains are all stacking up? It is. For some reason trains are stacking up. That's not a problem. So we've got this track here, needs to meet this track here. If we go straight up to there, just past here, and then diagonally down. So let's keep going straight for now. We'll go down to water level. Oops. Let's try again. There we go. So it's currently 1957. When we get to 1960, we will we'll have a look at how well how you guys are getting along with coping with the food production. I think I'm going to have to just remove nearly all of that lake. I'm going to remove some of this hill as well to about there. Yeah, it works well for me. Gotta be careful, or else I won't be able to afford my new trains. I don't really want to drop beneath $1 million. So we're coming up by the side of this dairy. I want to come up a little bit more, but why is train 57 lost? So food train, it's heading up here. It's going to... Well, it's heading the wrong way, that's why. It's trying to get here for some reason. It will find its way eventually. So because of this water... No, we can get across there. Yeah, we can get across there. We're going to use a little bridge to do that. There we go. And I think at this point, this is where we'll now start going diagonal for a little while. Hopefully we'll skirt around the bottom of most of this hillside. think that should do it. We haven't gone under 1 million yet, so that's good. If we continue that for a little way. How we're looking? Oh, we're nearly there. Okay, let's put the track in. This is a good railway line, and this is going to get, what was it, 3 more dairies and more fish. And then I think after that we're going to have to start looking at maybe getting some farm supplies in the situation. So, eyeing this up, that's one beneath there, which is one up there. That level, it needs to come up by 1, this does. So if we go to here, up by 1, and then we just need to try and connect these two. So this comes forward to about there, and then this comes forward to about there. I thought I got that right. This looks like I've got it wrong. Oh, I have. Doesn't want to go up at all. That's a little bit surprising. Right, there we go. The big new line, whatever line I'm going to call it. I don't think it's even going to have a name, to be honest. Nope. There and there. Right, we need some signals. Let's do it from this end. So if we put a signal, we can improve this junction. I will say right now, this junction here, not great, but there's the space and there's time to get that better. So all those signals are in. Let's get this dairy in. I'm not happy with this train station. We're going to put it in the other way around. 2-track station. There. Brilliant. Okay, so do that. I'm going to have to, looks like I'm going to have to drop down. But that all works out very nicely. We'll put some signals in over here after we've done our switch over for the terminus. Ooh, I think the signals that I didn't put in, I think the signals I just put in were all multi-directional. Oh, they were. Well, I'll deal with that as we go. We'll just have to put more in. Is that right? That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And that's right. Okay, cool. Now the signals down here, I'm going to just quickly do the same. Take the end ones out. Put them back in because I used the wrong kind. Right, okay, so we now have a what hooked up? A dairy farm hooked up. It's not complete yet because we need a depot on the end. We're going to clone an existing dairy train. That one will do. And we're going to go remove that order, put that order in there, and then clone the train twice, so there's 3 of them. Away you go! Fantastic. Right, that's one dairy in. What was this? That's another dairy. Oh, okay, we were doing the dairies. They're all dairies. Let's see here. Ideally, I want this railway line to stay at more or less the same level, so let's see. Can we raise this up here? And then just kind of follow this contour. Do a little bit more. No, wrong way. That's the down tool, not the up tool. No, bit more. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's looking good. I need to go a little bit further. Cracking. Okay, so we made our way up to the edge of this hillside that we can follow on naturally. We're going to have to drop down a little bit there, and then I think if we just do this, we should then be able to get a 2-track station in at the end. Like that, and then that looks like it'll do the job. That doesn't. What did I just do then? Right, okay, never mind. There, that's what I meant to do. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay, so clone train. Right, we're going to clone this nearby train. Where's it gone? There they are. Right, one of them. We're only going to have 2, so we're going to go delete, delete. Go here. Actually, go here full load, and then afterwards, come here and transfer. Transfer and leave empty. There we go. We're going to have 2 of them, and away they go. Now the signals here are in the way, so we'll just remove those ones. It's fine. We're going to put new ones in anyway. Fix it into a proper terminus on this side for this 2-track. Put in the proper signals, and once again, new trains. It's all going pretty good. So, new orders. We're going to go from here all the way around. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a long circuit. That is a long circuit. I think we're going to need, well, because it's picking up the milk from here as well as from here. For regular deliveries, I'm talking 6 trains to start with. We'll see how things carry on from there. How are things getting on down here? The station's not that busy. It looks like the number of food trains is increasing. The number of deliveries coming through. Let's just have a look and see how things are going. So last month it was 200 units. Okay. Now, what else was there? Oh, it was all these sandbanks as well, wasn't it, for fish? When I said I was going to do a second spur that comes straight down into the fish areas. Or is that more oil? Oh, there's more oil here as well. Let's just quickly... No, we don't want a new rail locomotive, thank you very much. Let's check the map of the world. We didn't turn on when we were looking at this was oil rigs and oil wells. Wow. So the oil actually comes down to here. I think some of it gets transferred at Nunnington Mill. Yeah, it does. It gets transferred and brought down. I'm thinking of a new drop-off at this station here, which I'm going to rename to be more appropriate. We're going to call it Ronville Refinery. There we go. And we'll put some new platforms in. We'll put a 4-track drop-off here. Flatland. There we go. 4-track drop-off. And it will be a row. So that will go in this way. I think that's the way we're doing our tracks. Yes, it is. I'm not quite sure why I just did it like that. That's a bit of a stupid looking way of doing it. There we go. That's neater. We'll just go out, out, no, out, 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 turn, turn. Now this isn't necessarily the most efficient, but it's relatively straightforward and produces relatively good results as well. So we're just going to do that. And we want to leave a little bit of room there for a depot. Cool. Okay, so this is going to be our new oil drop-off. Go away, end of year message. There we are. Let's get depots in. We'll do a double depot. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we are. So we're going to do a double depot there and a double depot here. Somebody once asked me, why do you do double depots? What's the point? It's so that when you've got a busy track, one train can go in the depot on one side at the same time as another train coming out the depot on the other side. It doubles up the speed of your depots. Right, so this is the track that we're going to bring the oil in on. Now, it hasn't been placed in the best of positions. here's where the 2 oil patches are. I'm just going to again do the same thing. We're going to have a station, number of tracks. We're going to have a 2-track one there. There's the other one here. I lost where it was for a moment. It looks like we might need to do a little bit of land leveling. There we are. So there's the 2 stations. Ideally, those 2 stations then need to come forward and join in this railway line that needs to come under here. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go from where I finished here. Just put a bit of diagonal in there. There we go. And ideally what I want to do is step over here and step up. So if I can get some bridges in here, that'd be great. I think I might need to just etch the corner of these off. And there. There we go. So we're going up, we're going over this line here, and then we're going to keep this height as much as possible. 84,000, that's fine. And we're going to bring that oil in. Now the oil is for making the we've got a problem here. Yeah, this is going to be an issue. I need to think about that. Yeah, the oil is for coming up to here, I think. No, that's right, because the oil gets turned into chemicals at the oil refinery, and those chemicals then get brought up to the paper mill, which gets turned into manufacturing supplies, which were 108 so far. And then those manufacturing supplies come into the fishing harbour. Looks like, yes, our food trains are still stacking up. We delivered 240 food, apparently, last month. I'm not quite sure how we did that when our trains take 100 each. So we are starting to increase things a little bit. I'm beginning to wonder if we should be thinking about putting some farm supplies to increase production of dairy farms. Let's have a quick look at the supply chain on that, because I think that is going to help a lot. So the dairy farms get farm supplies, which can come from a lime kiln, smithy forge, machine shop, a fertilizer plant, or a bulk terminal. Now, this is where I wish I could have a screenshot of that. Actually, I'm going to get my phone out and just take a photo of that so I can remember which one's which. There we go. You can't see this, but I just did. There, right now. So if we look at the lime kiln, that requires coal, a quarry, or a dredging site. Don't think that is really the best one for us. Also on the farm supplies, smithy forge, which is steel mill, aluminium plant, or irons works. Not sure about that one either. Machine shop, we can get, now this is a good one, because we can get a machine shop to create farm supplies from petrol. Now if we look at our book, do we need petrol? Yeah, we're going to need some petrol in the future anyway, so it'd be best not to use that. So we could do it to make our farm supplies. Fertilizer plant, chemicals from an oil refinery, makes farm supplies. Brilliant. Perfect. Okay, this is what we're going to do. our oil refinery is already getting oil in. It's already producing chemicals and petrol. Some of those chemicals are being brought over here to the paper mill to make manufacturing supplies. Those manufacturing supplies are what make our fish production increase. However, I would like to take some of those chemicals and turn them into other things. I would like to turn some of those chemicals into farm supplies at a fertilizer plant. So let's do that. So this track here, let's see, where are all our, we've got dairy farms up here. We're going to have to drop some stuff off up there. That's the goods line, which is probably, oh dear, it's all a very big mess. I think a fertilizer plant is probably, oh, there's already a fertilizer plant there. Well, that's even better. I think a dedicated train line would be best though, just to pick up some chemicals and take them out there. The problem is we're already using our chemicals for our manufacturing supplies, so maybe that isn't the best solution for us. Bulk terminal, let's have a look at the bulk terminal. It can take petrol, building materials and food to make farm supplies. What do we need to increase oil production? Engineering supplies. Can we see, a fertilizer plant just makes farm supplies, whereas farm supplies, one of these, I think it was a machine shop, made farm supplies and engineering supplies. That is what we need to do. We need to get a machine shop up and running so we can increase production of our oil wells and increase production of our farms as well. But to power that, we're going to need an ironworks, aluminium plant, oil refinery to get the petrol. I think we should just steal the petrol, because that's a self-replicating loop. If we get enough petrol, we can make engineering supplies, which makes more oil, which makes more petrol, and all the spare petrol can go into town. Right. We're going to borrow this railway line here. We're going to use it to steal some petrol, I think. Because nowhere else, I could put another platform, set of platforms in, couldn't I? Put something under here, or above there. Or, yes, we will. We'll do it here. Right then. We are going to attempt to do it here. Oh, I paused the game, didn't I? Right, so around here, we are looking to get a railway line that pops out here and probably goes, I'm guessing, into a row of some description. Yeah, this looks like it'll work. Is that the out or the in? That's the out. And there's the in, if I can actually do it properly. Okay, and there's my in signal. I ain't even done these signals yet. There we go. More signals there. Let's remove these signals. We don't need that one. Looks like it should be good. Now that will get the products in. And it will also allow it to take some of the supplies out. But I'm going to have to make more room. Right, let's double check this before I go ahead with it. Make sure I build the right thing. I don't want to do a Tidmouth. To make farm supplies and engineering supplies, it's a machine shop, right. Let's see if I've got enough money to fund the industry. A machine shop. Oh, only just. Right, machine shop's in. What I'm going to do then is we're going to drop the land by 1. And we're going to have a set of platforms here for taking out the farm supplies. Like this. Oh, what did I just do there? Look at this. It's almost as if I'd thought ahead. I know it's hard to believe with me, but it happens sometimes. Right, there we go. And there's the inn. So if we're going in, let's just get the signals out of the way for here. So we're probably just going to redo this as one massive junction at some point, but for now, that is in, and if that is out, it wants to go that way or that way. Cracking. Signals on the entrances to the junctions. Put a signal there. That's the only downside. Actually, I've got an idea. We're just going to quickly take these tunnels out, take these bits of track out here, and we're just going to knock the embankment down, and that will allow me to put signals right under. There we go. That's how I should have done it. So there we are. There's a signal right under. There's a signal on the entrance. There's not much queuing there, but to be honest, there's not much I can do about that. We'll have a double depot here, and there's not enough room, or is there? If I do, can I do that? I can do that. Fantastic. Well, I'm putting everything in the wrong place today. Let's put that there. Right. Rapid expansion, that's what we're going on here today. Can we do a depot on the exit? We can, but it's not going to be pretty. There we are, just in case. It's a just in case depot. On the way out, we'll put some signal for the way out as well. Remove that signal and that signal. Okay. Ideally, I just realised I want these two stations to be the same one. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit them with the spread. No, I can't. Never mind, that's fine. As long as we only ever do farm supplies on this one, oil supplies when we bring the oil. Right, we're bringing petrol in. We need to bring petrol in. So, over here, if we go new vehicle, steam train, and we want an oil tanker that we're going to refit to petrol. We'll do it that long for now. We'll say go here and full load, then come over here and unload. We need to refit to petrol. Orders are in. Clone it out so there's 2 of them. Away you go. So, for the first time, I think, yes, for the first time we're shifting petrol out. But we're doing it to make farm supplies and the other one, wherever it was. This oil line here that transfers, I want to bring it down and connect it up here. like this. Just because it's more efficient. At the minute I've got it transferring, and it's, at the time I thought it was the best solution, but now I've realised it's probably not. It looks like the ground goes up and down, so I'm going to just, I'm going to do a measurement. Oh, it goes to roughly there. Okay, so if I go like this, how does that look? Okay, there's a bit of down here which we can fix. There we go. And there's a bit of up here which I'm happy to fix as well. There we go. Cool, so that is relatively straightforward there. I'm just going to put a corner in here, signals remove, and then these trains here, wherever they are, there's one of them, there's another one there. Just going to change the order. Just going to change the order. Instead of going here and transferring and leaving empty, we're going to say just go straight down to here and unload. You should be fine. That should have changed all of those because they're all shared orders. Let's get rid of that transfer order. Okay, cool, that's all working good. We can get rid of these platforms here, we don't need them, so I'm using the station delete tool because these platforms are part of the other station. I don't want to delete the whole thing. They're not the most efficient of lines because it doesn't cut the corner very well, but well, maybe we can do that a little bit. Let's do it a little bit. There we go. We'll do a little bit of cutting of corners. There we go. That'll make me feel better. It probably doesn't actually help much, but it makes me feel better. So now we've got oil going directly down here. There's two good reasons for doing that. First of all, it means we're not transferring it at Nunnington Mill. And the other good reason is it means we can then access that oil refinery from Ranville Heights, which we need to be starting to collect new vehicle, steam train, what is it, supplies we're getting? Engineering supplies, goods van. No, I want 2 vans please. Go here, full load, engineering supplies, and then just take them down here. Because I think we get, yeah, it accepts engineering supplies. What we're going to do is we're just going to put an extra platform on the side of here to be able to accept those engineering supplies. Oh my goodness, things are going at such a pace. It's ridiculous. I don't ever think I've done so much railway building so quick in my life. Is that train on its way? No, okay. I'll clone it so there's 2 of them. Now we're going to need more platforms around here, probably just to pick up... Wait. I'm thinking about having a separate pickup, a separate drop-off for oil. For the engineering supplies. Yeah, I think we might have a separate drop-off for the oil, or more platforms. We'll just have more platforms. It's fine. We can have up to 2 extra platforms by just changing this railway line to go here. They're not coming out of there because there's no signals on the end, and I forgot them here too. Let's get rid of this. Cracking. Now we're not going to be able to have a double depot in there, but that's fine. In fact, let's put it In fact, let's put the depot on the end there. That's a nice place for it to go. Train 17's lost, probably because of the work that we're just doing. This signal needs moving back to there. Let's remove the signal. Cracking. One of the platforms won't have access to the oh, I'm going to put more signals to the depot there. I think I can, yeah, we can do this. Just make it a little bit more tight. There we go. Right. Signals on the end there. So that's 2 little trains waiting for more oil. Petrol, sorry, they're waiting for petrol. I think what we'll do though is we will clone this petrol train, so there's 2 of them. How's our food situation coming? We hit 300. Right, okay, so we might be starting to have an effect. What are you doing? You're on the way to the fish market. What are you doing? Are you using this as a turnaround? Oh, they're using it for depots. Ah, I see. That could be a problem. We'll put some depots on the main line. That should fix it. So if we go new vehicles, steam train, we're going to be taking some farm supplies. Couple of them. We're going to say go here, full load. Go here and drop off some farm supplies. You're not going far, and we'll clone you. So there's 2, and away you go. So that's 1 farm now sorted out for farm supplies. We'll put an extra platform in so we can drop off the. Actually, here, because there's just so many trains going backwards and forwards at this station, we're gonna double it up. We're gonna double it up so that there's 2 extra platforms. There we go. And I think we'll just do it cheap and dirty, because I don't know if the other platforms are going to be used very often. Out of the way. There we go. Oh my goodness, there's actually quite a few. You, turn around. No, continue. Continue. That's fine. We'll add another one, just in case. There we are, we've got a just in case platform at the end. We've just had a delivery of something. Looks like we just had a delivery of petrol. So we've got some crates of stuff being created. Farm supplies and engineering supplies. None of our trains seem to be picking it up though. Did I refit them? No! Go to depot. Go to depot. Go to depot. I'm presuming I didn't do you either. Go to depot. Well, this is a bit embarrassing. So you refit for farm supplies. Go. You refit farm supplies. Go. Right, that's them sorted. This guy. Should we give him the option so that it can come back inside? Yeah, that works. You 2. You need to be refitting for engineering supplies. And away you go. Brilliant, right. Next delivery. Next delivery, everything will be fine. In fact, they might... No, they're not picking anything up yet. What's going on over here? We've got a problem because I didn't put enough signals in. And there we go. We might have to see if we can expand that train later in the future. Well, we now have the start of farm supplies coming in. What I'll probably do is just add some extra trains to take farm supplies up here to these 2. I'll also redirect this oil line, so instead of coming into Nuneaton Mill, it probably uses this line here and swaps over up there. And then we can decommission the petrol trains that come from the Nuneaton Mill into the refinery, and that one can be a dedicated chemicals line. Hopefully all these extra farm supplies mean extra milk, and the extra engineering supplies means extra oil. Extra milk and extra oil means extra manufacturing supplies, and that, along with the milk, should mean extra food, which we are now down to 100. Oh my goodness, this is terrible. We'll keep at it. We'll keep at it. So, thank you very much for watching, and we will soldier on, expanding next time. This network, if we look at the map, is becoming quite significant, even on this huge map. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it. Please, as always, leave your comments down in the comments section as always. If you missed my New Year's vlog, head over to my vlog channel and check that out. It tells you a little bit about how I felt about 2017 and some things to look out for in 2018, and I will see you soon. Take care, and for now, goodbye.